Some more simple shop improvements and 30 FASTCAP products that you can win coming up right now on Wooden Stuff.
Today's episode brought to you by FASTCAP, lean innovations that change the world.
Good morning and welcome back. I'm Steve French. Now today I'm going to work on some more simple shop improvements because even the simple improvements can actually make a big difference, especially over a long period of time. Now as you can see, my shop really needs a lot of improvements, but today I'm just going to work on some simple things that I can knock out in a short amount of time. Now to encourage you to also get into your shop and make some improvements of your own, our friends at FASTCAP have offered up a bunch of goodies here that we're going to be giving away to you guys, the viewer. Now this giveaway is open worldwide, so you are eligible to enter this giveaway. We'll talk more about this stuff in just a moment, but first let me go ahead and knock out a few improvements of my own. There's two important things I've learned so far from FASTCAP. One is that even your improvements can be improved upon. And the second thing I've learned is that when you think of some way to improve your shop or your workflow, go ahead and check www.fastcap.com because there's a chance that they've already done the work to make it easier for you. And one example is, well, last time I made some clips or hangers that I can attach tape measures to. I did the one there and the one across the shop right over there. So after I made the tape measure clips, Paul at FASTCAP said, "Steve, what you doing, man? I already had you covered." Their answer to the tape measure clip is what they call the speed clip. This thing is very inexpensive, so you're going to want to get one or two or three or whatever. It's got a belt clip on it. It's got a pair of screw holes right here on the clip so that you can screw it to your workbench or the side of a tool chest, the wall, or wherever you need your tape measure in your shop. Also has a built-in pencil sharpener, which comes in very handy on the job site especially, and pencil holder. It's got a nice wide opening that virtually any tape measure is going to clip into and can easily be pulled back off of.
Does your bench vise rack your last nerve? You need a bench vise anti-racking jig, available now for the low cost of...
Usually when I go to use my bench vise, I end up wasting a lot of time at the scrap bin searching for the right combination of scraps that equal approximately the thickness of my workpiece. So to avoid wasting all that time in the future, I've cut a stack of strips of hardboard. These are tempered on both sides, so they're nice and smooth and they'll glide across each other easily. And these strips are about 2 1/4 inches wide, and they're approximately 1.5 inches or so longer than the width of the jaws on the vise. This bolt will serve as a pivot point on one end of the strips. So I need to go ahead and drill a hole. I'm going to drill half of them at a time. With the second stack, I'm using one of the strips from the first stack so I can ensure that I'm drilling the hole at the exact same spot so they'll all line up properly. One bolt, 2 washers, and a wing nut. There we go. Washer on the other side. Wing nut. And I am good to go. Well, that was easy to make. And quick too. It took me maybe 20 minutes of working time, and a lot of that time was spent finding the right length bolt. And now using it is very simple. I just take the workpiece, I see how much thickness I need, I can peel that off, and now my spacer can go on one side of the vise and the workpiece on the other side. And I can tighten it down, and it's going to clamp evenly across the workpiece, and the vise doesn't rack. I took some scrap wood and made a really simple holder for it. I always have where I need it, when I need it.
One thing I've been meaning to deal with are the thumb screws on the top and bottom blade holders of my DeWalt scroll saw. It's easy to tighten them by hand, but sometimes it's really difficult to bust them loose by hand. So I'm going to go ahead and take both the top and bottom ones off, and I'm going to modify these so they're a lot easier to bust loose.
There we go. And I'll do the same thing on the other side. This is where a FASTCAP long nose marker would really come in handy. I'm not sure exactly why I went with the skull design, but yeah, it'll work. We have 4 glue bottles, the best and last glue bottle you'll ever need. 2 FASTCAP RCZ remote controls for your shop vacuum. We have 4 16-foot flat black Pro Carpenter story pole tape measures. These come in very handy. You can label it with a pencil and erase it with no problem. These are nice and flat, so they can easily be used to transfer measurements and wrap around arcs or what have you. And one side of the tape available to write on, so you can use it as a story pole. Very, very handy tool to have in your shop. And we have 20 speed clip tape measure clips. These work as a belt clip, or you can screw them to your bench. Alright, I've done some improvements. Now it's your turn. Now all you've got to do to be entered to win some of this stuff is perform some sort of shop improvement. Just anything that makes your shop life easier. And video it and post that video online, preferably here on YouTube, but wherever. Just make sure you post the link to that video down below in the YouTube comment section of this video. And that video will count as your entry. If you are unable to videotape, I will accept photographs sent to my personal email, or you can post them on my Facebook wall, and I will have a link to my Facebook and my email address down below. Include a description of what the improvement is and how it helps in your shop. Now the first 20 valid entries I receive will get a speed clip. Beyond that, all entries, including those 20, will go into a random drawing to get the other stuff. So you have until the last day of June 2015 to have your entries submitted. Remember, this is open worldwide, so wherever you are in the world, whichever country, you are eligible to enter, and I will personally pay the shipping to make sure you get your stuff. Okay? So go out into your shop, make something cool, but first, let's do some improvements to make it easier to make something cool. And until next time, thanks for watching.
If you like what I do on this channel, you can show your love and support by clicking the Support This Channel button on the right-hand column of my channel's home page. Any and all contributions are strictly voluntary and very much appreciated. Thank you and have a wonderful day.